Okay, welcome. We are at the first beach access point. This is Shell Beach, and this is officially Siesta Key Beach Access Point number 1. This is one of these little hidden places, and quite frankly, a lot of visitors that come here regularly do not know about this. So I'm going to show you all the beach access parking spots, but I'm also going to show you the beach. Okay, so this place is really unique, and one of the things that's unique is the size of this beach. Take a look at how small it is. So this is officially where it ends, right around here and over to these rocks. Now, don't be fooled. Even though this is a very small beach, this beach is used very frequently. The locals at this point know about it. And you know, just a few years ago, they did not know about it. Now, do not cross to this beach. This is private property. Do not cross it. Please respect the neighbors. These neighbors own this land. And what we're looking at over here is Lido Key. This is actually South Lido Beach, and a lot of boats come and park in this area over here. This is a very, very common place where boats will actually, they park all the way down here. It's a great place if you're going boating to kind of shore up and be on Lido Key. And there's this whole area here is a natural preserve for the park, for Lido Key Park. But on Siesta Key, this is beach access point number 1. Let's go look at the parking spots. Now, we do have bicycle parking, which is really convenient. We also have trash cans and recycling bins. There's no parking in this area here. These are people's personal driveways. But the first access points for parking is right here. As you can tell, from 6 a.m. until 9 p.m., you can parallel park from here all the way down to here. I would probably say about 5 cars can fit there. And then we have room for another 2 or 3 right here. We got a couple more. And right here, as you can tell, we have another 2 spots right here. And then probably, you know, another good 5, 6, maybe 7 spots all along this stretch. This is the first beach access point. Let's go to number 2. And now we are approaching beach access point 2. This is at the very end of Avenida Messina, which is actually like one of the big intersections in the Siesta Key village. And unfortunately, there's no parking at this facility, but it's a really, really nice one. There used to be a big old pier here, and this is kind of considered, you know, the end of the public access of Siesta Beach. You know, there are 3 beaches here on Siesta Key. And even though we have 3 official beaches, Siesta, Crescent, and Turtle, I call this the 4th one. This is Sunset Beach. Now, I stand corrected. We do have 1 handicapped parking spot, but aside from that, this entire area is not available to be parked on. Now, people do park here sometimes, and actually this whole area over here is a private road. But this is the kind of ending of Siesta Key Beach. Now, you can walk a little bit further out, but many times the tide is in kind of far where it hits these rocks right over here and you can't pass. Now, Patriots Pier at Sunset Point is no longer a pier. This pier, I've lived here for 30 years. This used to go out into the water, and right now the tide is out, so we have a lot of beach area. But this used to have all the wood planks on it, and now it's no longer the case. They've kind of made it a little bit of an attraction. They've added a flag post just recently, maybe the last couple of years, giving a little bit of recognition to all of our servicemen. Now, one thing I will say about public beach access too is that when you are in the village, it is probably the best place to come because it's a very short walk, and you like I said, you have to park in the village. You have to get one of the public parking spots or one of the paid parking spots. But when you come out here, there's no way that you will not have a space. There's such a wide area of the beach here. So whether you go over to this section, which as you walk here, this is a 7 3-mile beach. You could keep walking, hit the main public beach access point, then you can hit Crescent Beach, and then eventually you'll even get to Turtle Beach. But you could also go this way behind me if the tide is out like it is right now. There are condos right on the beach, and most people don't prop up right in front of the condo unless that's where they're staying. So this is one of the good spots if you're parked in the village. And here on the corner of Columbus and Beach Road, we are at beach access point number 3. Now this place has no parking. This is just a pedestrian access only. So right here on the corner, there's a little bit of construction going on right now. There is a private road right here, and this is private property. So do not cross this area, including this little walkway. This walkway is private property. The public access is right here. Now there's no sign that shows that this is public beach access 3, but we do have some bicycle parking. We have our regular signs for the beach. Obviously lots of recycling and trash cans. Let's take a quick walk to the beach. Oh, I gotta tell you, I love it. And here we are. What a beautiful morning. Okay, now here's a little bonus secret. You don't know about this. Almost nobody knows about this. This is public beach access 3B. It's located between public beach access 3 over there and public beach access 4 just down there. And there's no parking here, but we do have some trash receptacles and a very nice cozy walkway. All right, let's get out to this walkway here. And on the left side, you'll see there are 2 benches which are absolutely perfect to watch the sunset, but there's quite a few rentals around, so they are often occupied. I do have to say that the location is kind of hidden. If you kind of zoom in here, you can tell that basically it's just this little entryway with no parking at all. Okay, and now right outside of Siesta Key Village, the first public beach access is beach access 4, which only has 4 parking spots. But I do like this public beach access because it's kind of secret. Not a lot of people know about it. Just take that path down and you're right on the beach. Okay, and here we are, public beach access 5. This one has a lot of parking. And don't forget, we do have bicycle parking. Now, unfortunately, no one can park here at this moment. There's some sort of construction going on the street level. I think they're fixing some of the pavers. But as you can tell, look how many parking spots we have here. And of course, it looks like there's a lot more room than there actually is, but a good 25 cars can fit there. Plus, you can lock up your bicycle here, and that's what a lot of people do. And just like almost every other spot, there's a little bench and trash receptacles around here. Now, public beach access 5 is probably the last public parking that you want to use if you're hanging out in the Siesta Key Village. After that, it's a little bit of a walk, nothing crazy, but it is a little bit of a walk to get to the next beach access, which we're going to right now. Okay, that was beach access 5. Now we're going to go to beach access 7. You may wonder, why are we going to 7? What happened to 6? Well, unfortunately, 6 no longer is a public access point. It has been removed. So they took 7 and they expanded it. So this is a good one if you're looking for parking. Let's go. Okay, now this is public beach access 7. This one is really nice. There's a lot of parking over here, compared to all the other ones, especially since a whole bunch don't have any parking. And obviously, we have our bicycle parking. We have plenty of trash cans, lots of information, and as always, a little bench. So here at beach access 7, not only do we have this long row of parking here, a shorter row right here, right by this little house, but not too long ago, a few years back, the county expanded and thankfully provided many more spots. We probably have at least 20 more parking spots than we used to on this side and on this side. Okay, here we are. Public beach access number 8. Now this is a good one. This is one of these that's a little narrow, so a lot of people like to avoid it. But there's plenty of parking. Right now we are in February, and I'm gonna show you what this parking lot looks like. But first, here is our path. Obviously we got our bench and our little welcoming information, trash cans and recycling. and take a look at this. Very old Florida feel to it. We have a few palm trees over here, and 3 spots on this side, probably a dozen over on this side, and then most likely another 8 or 9 over on this side. Now the location is on the corner of Beach and Plaza de las Palmas. Now, if you're coming to Beach Access Point 8, you might accidentally hit Beach Access Point 9, which is right behind me here. This Beach Access Point is even narrower than the other one because there's a single family home right here. So this is not accessible parking. Only this side here is accessible parking with a nice walk down to the beach. But let me just show you how close it is, because right here is the intersection of Plaza de las Palmas and Beach Road. Let's take a walk over to Beach Access Point number 8. Here we are, really close by. Here we are, Beach Access Point 9 still. Very nice, cozy feel to this one. This really does feel like the old Florida type of feeling when you're over on this side.
I really do love this public beach access 9 because look at this old Florida feel. Well, obviously, we have our info center, bench, trash cans, bike parking, and so on. But just take a look at this. This is really, Florida, old style, and you don't see many places just like this. So I'm not going to walk out all the way to the beach here, but I just wanted to show this because I really love this little area.
Okay, so public beach access 10 does not have any parking, but it is located in a place where there's quite a bit of rentals. It's on the corner of Calle del Invierno and Beach Road. Also conveniently, the Siesta Key Breeze trolley has a parking spot right here. And here we are. Let's go right to it.
This public beach access is really tailored for all the rentals. Close to the beach, but just not right at the beach and not right across. And obviously, just like everything else, we got our bike parking, we have our trash cans, receptacles, and this bench over here. This is a nice little short walk to the beach.
All right, so now we're at public beach access number 11. And here's our walkway going down right to the beach. But what happens is a lot of people mistake this public beach access to the main public beach access. However, public beach access 11 does have not only the trolley, but also the regular public transportation. And as you can tell, right over here is the main public beach access. So even though access number 11 does not have any parking spots, you will find a ton of parking spots. I think there are over 900 total spots just over here, not only on the street right here, but also in the main parking lot. Let's take a look at that. And here on the outskirts of the main public beach access, we have pavilions. These pavilions are numbered, and they don't have power. There's only 2 pavilions total that have power, and you can reserve those. Also, there's a lot of little barbecue grilling areas just like this. Now you have to bring your own coal, and there's plenty of benches and lots of little access points here to go directly to the beach. Now, just a few years back, the county has invested quite a bit of money to redo the main public beach access, which is not numbered. So there is no number, but it's basically between 11 and 12, and it's right next to 11, quite frankly, right next to it. So right now, I'm just walking over to the main parking area. As you can tell, there's a lot of parking over here. There's also a lot of little access points for the beach. And one of the unique things that the county did, which I haven't seen replicated anywhere else, is having a little access point for wheelchair accessible people. It's a really nice gesture and a really nice feature where you can't get to the water, but you can get pretty far out on a wheelchair. Now, all around this public beach access, the main public beach access, you're gonna have little, areas to wash off your feet, to wash off your body, get all the sand off of you.
I'm not going to go into all the amenities, but we got bathrooms, restaurants, lookout pier. This is a great beach.
Okay, and right by the south bridge of Stickney Point Road is Beach Access 12. It's right beside the South Siesta Key Village, and Beach Access 12 is once again a very narrow parking lot. However, it does have quite a bit of parking spots.
Now, what I really love about this public beach access is that it's right on the other side of the South Bridge, the Stickney Point Bridge. And all these parking spots here, there's a lot of them. There's probably a good two and a half dozen maybe spots. And also you turn around right at the end there. Bicycle parking is on the left coming up.
So Beach Access 12 is officially Crescent Beach. It's right by Point of Rocks, which is a cool little place to go snorkeling if you're into that. Sometimes you'll see some decent fish if the waters are pretty clear. Also, this area, because it's right by the South Village, it does get a little bit busy at times. Now, I've done another video on a little local pizza joint and Crescent Beach. I'm gonna link it right now. It's also linked in the description. And this is a little in-depth conversation about Crescent Beach specifically and this Beach Access 12. But here we are.
And Beach Access 13 is just a little bit further. It's at Point of Rocks Road, which is a very known street. Great little place to snorkel, actually, but it's pretty simple.
Okay, now we are approaching public beach access number 13. Now, this is not the last place to park, but this is officially the last public beach access. If you go down Point of Rocks Road, it curves around right here and it continues going right behind me. Now, this public beach access is located right beside this giant compound. This is actually a single family home owned by the gentleman of 1-800-ASK-GARY. He's an attorney referral service, but take a look at this public beach access 13. And last but not least is Turtle Beach Park. Now, this one is not, once again, named an official beach access point, but it is on the southern end of Siesta Key. Pretty far distance between the last one at Crescent Beach to this one here at Turtle Beach.
And I really do like Turtle Beach Park because we have all the amenities that you want. 2 or 3 places to launch kayaks from. Look at all the parking right in the center of the screen, and then kind of on top there's so many parking spots that pretty much I've never seen completely filled unless it's peak season. Also, the sand is a little more coarse in this area, and as you can tell here, there's a little nice time lapse. You have a body of water on the left side too, and there's lots of manatees over there, and this is a little kayak launching and washing area. Plenty of gazebos that you can use. You can even back in your boat and launch your boat in 2 different sections. But if you like fishing, then just come out to there's 4 or 5 piers that you can come out and fish from. This really is a unique place for Siesta Key, but you don't have to bring your own kayak. You can rent them. There's probably about 5 vendors here every day, almost all day, ready to rent you a paddleboard or a kayak. And your kids can even play in the playground. This is really nice.
Hey, I hope you have enjoyed this tour of all the public beach access points and public beach parking points on Siesta Key. Call me if you have questions, you want to invest, you want to come visit the area. Number is 941-888-SOLD. My name's Maciek Zaremba. I'm with Fathom Realty.